I'm super excited that we have a guest who has a 20 plus years of IT exposure, and he's a founder, director of Shah Infotech, which he has started back in the year 2016 to empower the youth of our country by helping them with the growing technologies and new age skill set with a success mindset. He has already helped 100 plus graduates to build careers in core IT during a pandemic. And as Shah Data University is committed to redirect freshers towards better opportunities to advance their careers with adequate skills in the IT industries. And his team dedicates all his experience, expertise to a positive, everlasting transformation in society through excellence in education, mindset, and human potential. And behind this one team, there is one man who is handling and managing each and everything. And his mission is so that he can build like the people who all are graduates. He just want to make them and he wants to help them to build a successful career. So please give a warm welcome to none other than Upendra Roy. Upendra, a warm welcome to you to the Ravi Nadar show. Good to have you here.
Thanks a lot, Ravi. And let me just start with appreciate you what you are doing. Because see, lots of things are happening behind the scene, but people are not aware. And through your show, at least people are aware what's going behind the scene. Say, for example, today is what you are just already explained.
Mhm.
So, a lot of graduates definitely going to just get some ray of hope. Okay, we are not alone. Somebody is here to guide them.
Thanks so much, Upendra. So, Upendra, could you share us a little bit about your background journey from working in a job to now helping others to build their career with IT industries and helping people to build their career? How this transition has happened?
Okay, Ravi. So, this great question. In the sense, my story is really representing almost, you can say, most of the students who are struggling in their career.
Mhm.
So to explain it a little bit more detail, I'll just take few minutes
Sure, sure.
with your permission.
Mhm.
And yeah, so to start with my education in the very basic like schooling, I was
Mhm.
not at all good student. Now, what exactly the definition of not a good student?
Mhm.
So the example is I passed my 10 plus 2 in 2 attempts. So you can
Okay.
think this is what the situation I'm saying right now, but
Mhm.
think the situation until today, that is record in my entire family. Nobody failed in this 10 plus
Mhm.
2.
Mhm.
This is not the end. Graduation, again, this is the record. I passed my graduation in 2 attempts.
Mhm.
Again, what next? Graduation 2 attempt, and that somehow I managed to pass. It's not good result in 2 attempt also.
Mhm.
Just I was thinking what to do. So I thought of okay, let me try something else. I was going through one of the advertisement, and they just it's there written. I remember the newspaper that okay, some course approved by government
Okay.
related to computer
Mhm.
application, and that is the starting point for the IT journey what I am today. Now, once I just applied again, hope was not there as such because I already
Mhm.
said the reason.
Yes.
Still, I applied and I got selected for that. Having dreams saying, okay, if I finish this course, job will be there for me. I'll start doing government job kind of thing. That was the
Yes.
initial because I was not aware at all what exactly this is all about. Simply
Mhm.
applied, having that dream in my mind.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
remember first day when I attended the session, so-called that postgraduate program in the
Mhm.
computer application.
Mhm.
Out of 30, round figure 30 students, I was the only person not known to computer at all. And their qualification were, still remember one girl named Gargi.
Okay.
She was doing PhD from one of the reputed organization, reputed university.
Mm-hmm.
And I was literally, means, where I am. Am I able to just finish it? Because they are almost all are somebody maths honors, chemistry honors, and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And worst thing happened when session started, and not a single statement I was able to understand because it's pure English.
Yes.
And that's it. What I thought of, okay, this is it. It's not my cup of tea. I started planning how to go back home.
Okay.
Now, the worst thing on that day, what happened is in the lab, means whenever we are going for any sort of this, so there's a practical.
Yes, practical sessions.
And yeah, so that the assignment given to all of us, and my instructor asked, okay, go for it. So I was not aware how to start the system, means computer. That was the first time I was just looking at touching the computer. Now I asked her, can you please help? I'm not able to start the system. And he said, okay. He just guided me saying that do this. Type password. I took around a minute to type the password and somehow. And then he said, okay, hit enter.
Okay. And
I was looking at his face, sir, I don't know. And still remember his face. He was saying and just hit a button. And that is the first time I realized this is the enter button. And that's it. I thought of just, I was there in a PG and thought of just going back home. I came to PG, shared this story with one of my senior, and he just stated one statement, Upendra, you can go home, but tell me after going home what exactly you will do. But if you'll continue this, you are in a lighter note, he said, saying you are already having experience of failing it. What if you'll attempt maybe 2 or maybe 3 attempts? Still, you are going to have something.
Yes.
And that changed entire thought. And that, yes, at least I passed 2 attempts, but I passed it, right? What will happen if I'll go home? And it was totally blank if I'll go home. And that is you can say the first turning point. I listened to him and I continued. I struggled a lot, maybe 5 years down the line. After 5 years, I was the first person in my company as a whole, don't have any as such called BTech degree, joined one organization. I was the first person went to US on L1B visa, spend around 5.5 years in US, and as you mentioned that yes, as a whole total 20 years of exposure in IT. Now, the basic question, coming to the point what you asked, saying how it happened is job and again the business and the entrepreneur journey.
Yes,
it's a real interesting story. Everything was good in US. Yes, we all are going to on-site for money. Yes, money was good, we all know. But something was missing. I used to think, okay, everything is good, but I was away from family, thinking what extra I'm getting. And answer was money. So I thought of what if I can just earn money back home. That is the only extra thing I'm getting, but I'm missing so many things. Like definitely parents, family, extended family, and our own country. That some feeling was there. So in the meanwhile that I was going through one of the interview of Jack Ma. So he said something very, it's touchy for me, saying that, okay, if you want to do something, if you want thinking for any business or anything for the future, do something so that it will impact your society in the positive way. And that, as I mentioned, I struggle a lot to get into the IT career. And A lot of people, we all know there is a gap. We'll discuss a little bit more detail. But that changed me. Okay, come back home, start something, and on that way, my entrepreneurial journey started along with doing job. Because job, I had some extra time, so I thought of just helping students who are struggling, and this way, journey started. In
Great.
nutshell, this is about my journey.
Yes. Thanks for sharing that, Upendra, because many of them, when they see you, they might be saying, okay, all success, he is having a business and but they fail to understand the root why he started this business. Like, the struggle part which he was going through, he don't want others to go through the same thing, isn't it? And one more thing, you said that you failed at the first attempt. Okay, then you tried it, and then after multiple attempts you were able to complete. Now what would you like to tell, especially for the students who are not able to clear in the first attempt, and because of the environment, because of the family pressure, because of the relative pressure, that you're a loser, you're not someone who is good enough, I don't think so, see, your brother is doing good, and you're not working, like you are not intelligent, all those kind of a thing. How does that actually impact that particular students?
Yeah, so it's really very good question, Ravi. And I used to interact on the weekly basis around 40 to 50 students. And
Mhm.
I can relate with them back my story, what I went through. And almost in the little bit higher or lower note, we all are facing these kind of challenge, the pressure, maybe peer pressure, maybe the parents' expectations. So I remember when I failed, at least more than a week, I was not able to just come out from my room and thinking, what will happen?
Mhm.
This what people will think about. The main thing, what people will think.
Yes.
Definitely, the parents, okay, they were always supportive and all in the what relative will feel. And I got one comment from one of my distant relative. Okay, what he is doing is very harsh way. If he is my son, I could have done this, that kind of situation. And can you think of a situation you are already struggling, and on the top of it, people are giving this kind of comment.
Mhm.
Now, what I can just advise, because I know different ways, different kind of pressure we all are going through. It may be not only the failing, maybe not getting the job. So
Mhm.
what I can just by sitting right now, what I can advise, your past is not equal to your future.
Yes.
Yes, it's very easy to just say this, and you can say, but this is the real thing. Whatever has happened, just forget it. Start taking action that point onwards and see the result. Don't just listen, whatever is happened, just take lesson from that and move forward. Don't just stick with that one or two or maybe three, four incident like that.
Mhm.
So past is not equal to your future. Okay,
That's
and people used to ask in related to that the same what you asked. How come you overcome? It's simple. That time it was very tough, but
Mhm.
I always used to ask myself, what next? Somehow the statement was not there, past is not equal to future, but I realized that okay, whatever is happened.
Mhm.
I have to move forward, and that's what to move forward step by step. I just take baby step one at a time, and I move forward. No looking back.
Yes. And also, if you see, like, because when you were sharing this, I remind my past back. Because when I got dropped out in the first year of college, I got dropped out. After that, I discontinued my studies. So I was crying for the whole week, that what is happening with my life, am I, why I am not good at studies, why this and that. Apart from that, also peer pressure, family pressure, relative pressure, and neighbor pressure as well. Right? What am I going to do and everything. And what we see is like the surrounding, the environment where we have born and brought up and where we are raised, they think that people who fail at the first attempt, they are not good people. But do you think that is actual true? Because let me back it up with one statement that if you see all over the world, people who are very, very highly successful, most of them they are college dropped out.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's okay to fail. Yes, you can like overcome, like as you said, but yes, what's next? What's next? That is what we need to see.
True.
So glad like you brought this point up, because this made me remind to like how I was going through this particular situation. Good. Now, Upendra, what was the biggest turning point in your life which has actually completely shaped you to who you are today?
Yeah. So there are many small incidents, but
Mhm.
coming back to this, the journey right now, the entrepreneur journey, while doing job, yes, the dream was there to I have to do something for society. And
Mhm.
from the very early day in my career, I realized, and that is open secret nowadays. Everybody knew it, saying that okay, there is a big gap between the students who is passing out
Mhm.
graduation and the industry what they are looking for, the skilled resource. There is a big gap.
Okay.
And I remember I used to just means walked in the IT hub where it's a Salt Lake where right now my office is. I used to think, looking at the building, tall building, saying, okay, somebody working on that office, senior people, if they can come and share what exactly they are doing and how to achieve that, it is going to be great for me. I used to think on that.
Mm.
But suddenly it took me long time to just go to that building, that means so-called black glass and all those, and sitting on that building. Okay.
Mm.
So the thing was there behind the scene. I have to do something. So I achieved a little bit. I'm not saying that I did great to start with. So the turning point, what you ask is one incident happened, and this is I'm saying in the public forum first time that okay, the thing I have to do something for society. Again, back to Jack Ma's statement: if you want to achieve something, do something for society. And
Yes.
one personal incident happened that it happened right means in corporate world, if you are working and
Mhm.
you're doing your best as per your standard or whatever your thought, and I was
Yes.
just doing that way. But one incident happened, like in a assigned work to me, I was representing my team, and with no fault of mine,
Mhm.
knowingly, my boss
Mhm.
wrote one means escalation letter due to this, due to Upendra, this thing has happened, and
Okay.
that was knowingly happened, and that was totally means I thought that's it. If you're doing some mistake, it's okay, but it's not your fault at all. That known to management also later on, it's not his fault. Still,
Mhm.
I got blamed. So it's a combination of what I used to thought means I have to do something, and this incident. I thought no, this is enough is enough. A lot of people are there, they are looking for some other guidance. And
Yes.
let me start my own journey. And that day I started, come what may, I have to start. So that is the main turning point, and thanks God again, it's not blame game, but due to that incident, I'm grateful for that incident only. If it could have happened, whatever right now I'm talking to you, this is
Mm.
not happening basically. Okay, so that was the incident, and after that, I thought of okay, I have to help those students who are really looking for some genuine guidance what to do, because I have faced that
Mm.
issue. Tons of people are facing, and that way what you said that in this pandemic, hundreds of students, as you mentioned again, BA and BCom, they are right now working with good MNCs. Yes, it's surprise for handful of you if you are listening this, but this is true. So that That's it for that incident.
Yes. So, Upendra, yeah, you mentioned now like about the pandemic, okay? Because I have seen that you have transformed and impacted, and you were able to build a career, especially during this pandemic time, especially who are freshly graduate. And some people, like I think so, most of the people, right, like they were not the IT related, they don't wanted to do in the IT, their previous background was some like in the science, or and some people also came from the arts, but they wanted to do something in IT, and you were able to help them to build their career as well, right?
True.
Yes. Okay. Now, what do you see like when we talk about this? Like, what kind of opportunity do you really see for IT people, especially someone who has freshly graduated?
See, Ravi, if anybody wants to build their career in IT, there
Hmm.
are hundreds of different domain, different areas are there, and
Okay.
almost little or more everywhere jobs are there. On the other side, students are struggling to get even 20K, 25K's job.
Yes.
We need to understand what exactly the problem is. The first problem,
Hmm.
and if I'll keep myself in the graduate fresher, passed out just last year or this year,
Hmm.
and what situation they are into right now. They have so many options. And options are, it's not that if they will choose any one option, they will not get job. But this is very, very tough to choose any one. Nobody is here in the industry guiding them saying, okay, this 5 is the top, or maybe this 10 is the top technology going to be in the future.
Hmm.
And if you spend maybe 2 minutes, you will come to know. Just simply Google it, it will come. But out of this 10, if top 10 is there, which one is to choose? That decision is very, very, very vital. And we fail to make decision. It's not, again, the graduate's fault.
Hmm.
They started with A. After a month, his friend is doing something else. He switched to B, C,
Yes.
D, and in this way, keep going on. And one very important thing and very serious kind of thing, they are taking guidance from whom? Maybe seniors. Again, with due respect, with all the seniors and all. Okay, so they passed out what, 1 year back or maybe 2 years back.
Hmm.
80% of them, so-called seniors, they themselves struggling. How they can help those freshers? They themselves don't know the technology, what they are working towards, is going to be future, or where they are heading next 1 or 2 or maybe 3 years. How come we expect them to give guidance to the freshers? And that is, it's a very, very big challenge. Now, challenge is there, what to do? What is the solution? People used to ask, okay, I want to do this. Why you want to do this? I used to ask this basic common question. Okay, you want to do, suppose, say for example, data science. Everybody is now doing data science.
Hmm.
Class 10, yeah, I'm learning Python. 12, yes, I'm learning data science. Graduates, I'm learning data science. Passed out having 4, 5 years of experience, I'm learning data science. If I'm asking, okay, why you are learning data science? No, demand is there. Who guided you? Because data science is not small thing.
Hmm.
2, 3, 4 years if you are going to do genuine. And here we are doing course, what, 5 months, 6 months, and we are saying we're going to get job. Come on. Who is telling you the? So whichever domain, data science I gave example. Yes, job is there. Yes, future is great. I'm not saying the future, but out of data science, where to start? We are not clear with.
Hmm.
It's none of the single fault, but where to start? That is the key. You have to ask the question, and what is the answer for this? Out of 5, on what basis you are going to choose the subject or the domain or whichever area you can say. So my suggestion will be, if you're totally confused, do some research. maybe top three. Suppose database cloud, maybe data science, maybe analytics. In this three, you are confused what to do. All have future. We all know. Search, it's a digital era, right? We all know. And search in the LinkedIn, person having more than this average standard 10 years of experience in this related domain. 10 years of IT, maybe 4-5 years in the specific or subject domain you would like to just know. Just write simple, honest message saying, Mr. Miss, I'm struggling in this area. Can you please give me guidance? Not everybody will reply, but out of 10, 1 or 2 will reply. And by just getting that reply, at least out of that n number of options, you will be getting some genuine guidance. Start focusing on that. If you're still confused, then just check with maybe 1 or 2 more people and just see the answer is aligned on that or not. If yes, go for it. By simply doing this exercise, it will take means maybe maximum 1 week. By doing this exercise for a week, it is going to save maybe 4-5 years of your entire career. Reason coming back to the question I asked, out of 4, 5 or 10, which one is to choose? They're ready to invest. They already invested 4, 5 or maybe 10 lakh for graduation. Their parents are ready to just invest again another maybe 1 lakh or 2 lakh.
Yes.
But where to invest? They themselves confused. So we need clarity. We need guidance by the people who walk that path. And if you are getting this, 75-80% you are on track. It's a matter of maybe 6 months to 1 year to get into the real career.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
That's correct. So, and also, which I have seen, like there are a lot of institute, and they are just giving like 2-month program or 3-month program. There are already available, and they just give a certificate as well. But that certificate itself it is not enough. Like there is also a lot of guidance which is required. At the same time, how you will be able to handle that interview, that also is very much required, right? So just as a certificate, you have that particular knowledge about that particular domain or topic is not enough. How you are going to use this knowledge and how you are going to crack the interview and where all you are going to go for the interview, all these kind of a services and all this support is also required, this is what I see, which is lacking most of the institutes, I think, wherein they are not able to give that support. Now, coming to this, Upendra, what do you think? When is the actual learning get started? Is that before our education, like till graduate, our entire learning is done, or once you graduated and come out of from the university, that is when the actual learning gets started? What do you think?
See, very good question, Ravi. And yes, we all know the answer. See, learning again, it's the lifetime everywhere we are learning. But coming to the specific question, what you are asking is related to the career. Okay, so the main career-related things, definitely. Suppose you started your journey with your university, college, that means maybe BTech, any graduation. Here, I want to give one crystal clear message to all of you as a student or maybe professional 2, 3, 4 or 5 year back pass out. The main thing is you need to understand what you'd like to do. Don't go for whatever my friend is doing. Don't take advice from the friend who is just himself struggling. Now, what to do then? First message I wanted to give to each and every one of you as a student, if you are doing graduation or passed out, about to pass out, or maybe last 3 years you passed out. So that range 4 to 5 years. And if you are struggling for your career, first step, do some research what you like. Answer, suppose, sir, or Upendra, I'm getting totally confused. What is I'm liking? I'm not in position to understand. Don't worry. You have to start with any one then. Top any 5 technology, choose any one first. If you are not totally confused, choose any one. As I mentioned, go to LinkedIn, search for that profile which you chosen. Suppose database cloud. Say, for example, this is my domain. I'm just taking that example, database domain. Now, why database domain? If you are confused, for them, this answer is. We all know without data, nothing is going to happen in the world. Whatever is written, directly and indirectly, everything related to data. Okay, so it's a future. It was there, it will be there. Now, who will help you? The person having more than 10 years of experience in that domain. Ask for him, ask for the blueprint. What should I do? He will be telling, okay, these. Now, I'm not referring just to do the training. First, yes, training is required, but it should be specialization on that. Everybody is learning, suppose Python. Only Python will not give you a job. That we all know. Still, we are learning only Python. Why? If you're learning Python, build something, some coding, some model that is specialized. I'm giving example, this is applicable to any domain, any area. So specialized knowledge, again, specialized knowledge will make you little different, but it is not giving you jobs. Then what will give you the job? You have to acquire the skill which is being done, used by the person professional on that domain, that area. Example, suppose database. Interact with a person having 10 years. So he will be telling you, being at 2 or 3 years of experience, guys, these are the things, real what you have to know. Go and do that work. See, instead of unstructured format learning A, B, C, D, E, by just simply having one advice, you started on the just laser focused way. Do this A, B, C, D, E, F, and you are reaching your destination. Instead of 1 or 2 years, you will be ready to get job in maximum 6 months. Question. Okay, 6 months, but I don't have any so-called BTech degree. So what? You just think yourself, how many of your maybe distance relative or friends having simple civil engineering, working in good MNC with good pay package, with good position. Even I was just discussing with one of the student, just 2 year back pass out during pandemic, means 19 pass out. And just the reason I'm sharing this to give you guys hope. Commerce graduate, 19 pass out, was getting package of what? Around 21 LPA. And another side, we computer graduates are struggling to get even 20-25K job. What extra he did? Let me share what exactly he did. He joined tech support. And we all know what exactly, if we are from IT. It's a tech support, we all know. So he said, saying, sir, I got the domain knowledge in 6 months. Training was there from company and I came to know. I requested my manager to, I want to go to just next core area. He got again further training. He switched the company. So by just in 2.5 years total, he is right now earning that. Commerce graduate. So if you are thinking, I don't have degree, I don't have, nowadays, we all know that even Google, any top MNCs in the world, they are not looking for degree. Yes, as a graduation is the standard, we all know. Any graduates, and I can just give you the blueprint. Any graduate, if you are starting today, in next 6 months, you are going to get good job. Now, what is good job definition? As per your standard, it may be 30K job, it may be 50K job. To start with, yes, 40K is standard salary, take home in India. Is it possible? 100% is possible. How? I gave you the blueprint. If you would like me, the step by step, what exactly the step is, two-phase training, specialized knowledge, and the skill transfer. What exactly skill transfer means? Suppose I'm having around 20 years of exposure, and in database domain, I know any professional having around 3 to 4 years of experience, what kind of work they are doing. And Ravi, just the people who are in IT can relate. And here, just to share with you, Ravi, if you will ask anybody, including myself, in 4 years of experience, there are around 50 to 60 scenarios are there. If you yourself, that means if Ravi Nadar start today, in the next 6 months, he is going to have around 4 years of exposure. What I'm doing here? How come arts graduate working in the MNC? Even the person, we used to say communication skills is very much important. Yes, it is important, but it is not going to be so stopper. One person not able to speak single line English, working for IBM Bangalore, yes, on the third party. So what? Getting more than 40-45K salary. Can you believe it? How it is happening basically? 4 years of experience, I know 45-50 scenarios. Now it's an era of cloud. Infrastructure is free. If you have credit card, you'll be getting all the infrastructure. Okay? You just build the infra, do this 45-50 case study, you are at par with 85 to 90% who are really working. See, but who will tell this step?
Yes.
That's why I'm just keep sharing, saying connect with the person, professional who is real work experience minimum 10 years. Because their maturity, their thing will be in different level. That will give you different level of confidence. Ultimately, this will help the corporates also. They are also, we all know that corporates are also struggling for the good resource. They are not getting it. How come they get? Means demand is very high, supply is not there. What they will do? They are somehow just giving the basic training, but the expectation, what they used to have, it's not meeting up. But still somehow it's getting managed. And here is the role of people like us to come forward and give the guidance to the students. And this way it is working well. So hope the thing is clear what exactly.
Yes, you have like shown the clear path, especially for the people who are freshly graduate. Like now they are very much clear because they got the clarity. Okay, what to choose and what not to choose. That is something which is very important. Which many of the institutes I see they are not able to give them the clarity. They just say, okay, you need to just get the certificate, and फिर तो कोई भी job दे देगा. No, the actual work starts like after once you get that certified thing, and the actual work starts after that. Uske baad kya, like how you're going to crack the interview, how you're going to get like towards the MNCs. So for all this you need to have some expertise team, like you already have, like wherein you are helping hundreds and hundreds of people to get into the IT domain. And great, like you are just doing amazing. Now, Upendra, like, what would you like to change in this world if you have a magic wand in your hand?
Yeah, simple. Though I'm in a mission to just transform career of millions of students, okay, who are struggling. They have all the potentials. Okay, so I want to, or I'm already started doing this with that so-called magical stick. It is going to be real quick. But if it is there, I want to just reduce the gap, because in the other side, corporates are looking for really great resource. People are ready to do hard work, but who is going to meet up this gap?
Yes.
That magical stick, if I'll touch it, if it is, so it's a win-win-win everywhere. Parents will be happy. And let me share one incident recently happened. One student came to me, 15 pass out, 2015 pass out, and that to computer science.
Okay.
3 years he did preparation for government job. Okay, and he failed to crack.
Okay.
After that, somehow he tried with some small companies, not directly related to IT, but again, due to the health issue, he failed to continue. And after that pandemic, So around a 5-6 year gap,
Mm-hmm.
he came with his father, and his father was saying simply, sir, this is, and he was totally in depression. He was not, I still remember, this office only, he was like this, not able to speak to me eye to eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him one question: are you really ready to do hard work? He said, yes, sir. And that yes was having different feeling. Okay.
Yes.
And his father just asked me, sir, we means I'm a retired person and he's my only son. And due to this, my entire means distance relative, and they stopped talking to him or as a whole us.
Mm-hmm.
And I also means me, my wife is also depressed. We don't know what to do. Due to him, our entire family is in mess for last 6-8 months. We are hopeless what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I came to know about your company through one of the distance relatives, so that's how I came to. So can it be done? Means something for my son. I asked him, "Are you ready to do hard work?" Answer was yes. Fast forward, what 7 or 8 month, he is right now working with one of the MNC with good package. Good package means more than 40K take home. To start with, it's good amount at least. And
Yes, it is.
the thing when his father came saying, sir, due to just small help what you have done, my depression medicine stops and we are so happy. And that guy, so happy means the total 7-8 month total transformation. See, small help. Now people used to say, I have gap, I have this low mark, nothing matters. Matters is just your hard work, dedication, followed by guidance.
Yes.
How to find guidance? I already spoke a couple of times here itself, and see the magic. So that is the gap, means, and he is really doing great. And I know, and I can just tell you here, Ravi, that whatever knowledge he gained, skill he gained in just 5-6 months, okay, he is in top 30% of the resource on that domain. That is the magic of what we are, because we have given what exact real life scenario he worked on it. He is going to be asset for that company, I know. So small thing can change in that big impact. And this is what me, my team are doing it. Yes, people used to think, is it possible? Can I do it? These are the self-doubt, or you can say it's a limiting belief what we have. You can
Yes.
do it. No need to just, we need to just cross-verify again and again. To friend, can I do it? How come friend will help? You are already, you spoke to a person working in the industry for a long time, and your friend just got job last year only. He himself, that means it's not clear what he's doing, and we are seeking guidance from them. That is the plan of what we are doing. So start believing on you. Do some research. Yeah.
Yes, that was like touching story, because these family who was struggling, like they so much of into like my son is not able to get the job and there is a gap, this and that. And after when you helped that person to get a job, now like both, like even that family is happy, and one side, this is why you started this particular mission, right?
Yeah.
Because you saw yourself as a struggling one point of a time wherein no guidance was there, and you are now in the position wherein to give the right guidance.
Yeah. And
And this, yes.
that is true. And Ravi, just let me share one thing. And most of us senior people will agree with this. We, as a senior consultant or IT manager, whichever way you can say, we are not doing any rocket science.
Hmm.
The simple is set of what is 80% or 85% works are repetition. If you will transfer the skill to somebody, anybody can do it. But who will do this?
Yes.
So it's much, whatever whoever is doing in the tech support and all, they are even working much harder, getting very less pay. So it's matter of what, stepping up, coming out of comfort zone, and that's it.
That's correct. It's completely the hard work, and it's not only this one person. Like you help, you have already helped hundreds and hundreds of students in building the career into IT. Now,
So, Ravi,
yes,
yeah, going. So, if you have time, everybody used to come saying, "Sir, I don't have time." So, if you give me permission, I can say one more story, 2 minutes.
sure, sure, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So, this story is one of the person working. He was working in the cloth store, getting 7,000 rupees monthly. Suddenly, he came to me one day in the afternoon in the hot, humid weather in Kolkata here. Sir, I want to learn something Oracle DBA. This is a technical term.
Mhm.
I was surprised saying that how come this person, because this profile is even not known to the fresher who are just about
Yes.
to start their career, and how come he know he's from that background and just about to, means he just about to finish his graduation. Means he was
Okay.
just he gave exam.
Mhm.
He told that I was working in the clothes store. One gentleman came saying to fixing my desktop in the office, and I asked him, because this is the situation. I want to help my parents. I'm not earning much. I want to learn this so that I can go and work in those companies, that type of work to earn more.
Mhm.
That gentleman suggested, okay, in this also, no good money is there. If you are really looking for good package, go and learn this. And that's what I searched in the Google. I came to know about you, and I'm here in the office. And I asked, do you have system? Yes, I have. What is the timing? Job time means office hour. What you are doing right now, sir? I'm getting out from office. Means home 8:15 in the morning, coming back home 11
Mhm.
late evening. Okay, and I was surprised. How come he will do? Where from where he? So I asked him, how are you going to manage? Sir, I'll manage. If you give me option, I'll just do from morning 6:30 to 7:30. That kind of. I was surprised 6:30 7. So I agree with that. So I just by eagerness, I thought I have to help that guy.
Mhm.
And you cannot believe, Ravi. Later on, I came to know that he took loan from his office of around 20K round figure to pursue this course. See the cut, see the this commitment. Because I was not
Mhm.
aware. Later on, I realized that he managed money in that way. And fast forward today, communication skills wise, still he is not at all good. Still he is working
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
one of the MNC. Take home is around 50K. And the good news is not 50K. Yesterday only he came to my office. Okay,
Mhm.
he
Mhm.
is going to join one of the MNC, and his package is going to be around 10 LPA. So around, see the salary means just 2.5 years from zero, earning 10 LPA, being a normal commerce graduate in this. Likewise, there are hundreds of stories.
Yes.
You name it, any domain student, any domain, telecom domain, arts graduate, commerce graduate, you name it any, I have the case study. So what I'm doing, simply whatever I have learned, I'm just transferring the skill, the experience to those guys.
Mhm.
And here is the magic.
Great, great, great. Good, Upendra. Good to when you were sharing these stories. I'm just want to listen more kind of thing. Like you're just doing amazing. Now, like who is your idol in life? Who you follow or have learned some life's great life lessons in your
Yeah,
life?
so the very beginning, not sure the reason or not, as I mentioned that one person is definitely Ratan Tata. The values, the kind of the service to the nation, every angle, not only
Mm-hmm.
the IT,
Mm-hmm.
non-IT, the health sector. So I really is touched with his personality. So I always in the back of the mind then, and definitely the Jack Ma due to that one statement, whatever right now I'm doing and this thing. Okay, so this two personality is just they in out they are impacting.
Great, great, great. And what is your last one thoughts you want to share our audience, like who is looking to do something in the IT as a career, or who is like a fresher graduate? It doesn't matter. Like maybe they are from BTech, or maybe engineering, or maybe they are just from arts or commerce, or maybe like in any other field. What is the last one thing as a thought you want to share it to these kind of audience today?
Okay, so very good question, and definitely I would like to suggest to the professional who are struggling and about to start their career. See, maybe this is the third time I'm repeating same thing, but yes, very important. Okay, start believing on you only. Don't take certificate for friends or distance relative, again with due respect, because they don't know you, right? Take advice from the expert. Question from where you will get expert. For that, I already told you, search in the Google, people will help you. If any domain, people are not helping, connect with me. I'll help you. I have thousands of connections in the network. I'll make sure that you will not say now onwards that nobody have guided me to build my career in IT. Listen to you, get out of comfort zone. Tomorrow never come, right? Start today. And people are there to help you. If not, connect with me. Okay, so what kind of thing you will be just doing? Simply, people will do this two-step. Specialize knowledge, skill, get job. Simple. Is it that simple? Yes, it is that simple. You might be thinking, okay, how come I'm doing this? Apply this basic formula and see the result. I'm not only person doing all those things. Definitely you have to search for the people. And I'm not the person can help in every domain. No, yes, if database, cloud, data engineering, yes, I can help you. But I cannot help in all. But that doesn't mean that you'll do only this, not that.
That's good.
And it is a matter of what? If you're starting again from zero today, in 6 months, you are going to have on track. That is must. Means that I can give you in writing. It is possible.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. So, Upendra, how can one can connect you, maybe like for the clarity discussion, or like how if they need any kind of guidance?
Yes, Ravi. So I'm very much active in the social media, mostly that LinkedIn. Okay, so as it's already there displayed that my that link tree is there. You connect with me on the LinkedIn. Ask for help in 24 to 48 hours. Definitely, I'll reply with you and try to help you what you should be doing, and most important, why you should be doing that. If I can help directly, I'll be helping you. Behind the scene, a lot of people like me are associated with that community, and they all are helping you guys. Okay, from not only in India, from outside India also they are helping you. So people are there to help you. You have to seek for help.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great. So, like when you're sharing all these kind of a thing, this I can completely see, like you're so much of true to the mission that wherein you want to help these kind of a people. Especially, it's not that there are a lot of university who are helping people to just to get graduate. What after graduate?
Yeah.
People like you who is actually helping to get them the job so that they can also live a decent life. And that is the gap which you said, like that is the gap which you are filling, and continue filling in that. So great, Upendra. I just enjoyed the conversation, and I can clearly see, like there are so many people who are actually struggling, especially in India, in this particular domain, and they don't know what to do. But no, now there is no excuses. Now they cannot say that I don't know anything, because we have already. It was like your kindness. I can say that you already shared with them that they can connect with you with your busy schedule as well. Like you will be able to, like whenever you get time, you will reply to them. So guys, now there is no turning back. So if you are looking for this, like especially graduates, and you want to build a career in this particular domain, search for Upendra in Google. Okay, and one more time, I would give you the link tree. You can search him, okay, and get connected with him and get the clarity from him. the first step towards any particular goal is the clarity. And what's after clarity? It's your decision, like whatever you want to do. So great, Upendra. Thank you so much for coming in and investing your time and giving like lot of I would say good suggestions for especially which is needed today at this point of a time to the special graduates.
It's my pleasure, Ravi, and thank you so much for just inviting me on your show. And definitely, if any one student can change their career, their life through this, so it is really so. Really great job you are doing, just to having guests like us and impacting the society again in a different way. So keep doing your great work, Ravi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Upendra. Yes, thanks. Yeah. So, guys, I just enjoyed today's conversation, and I can literally see, there are so many people who are actually struggling for the job. Okay, and especially after graduates, it's not about like just getting graduate, and it doesn't matter that you have to clear it in the first attempt. I am HSE pass. Like after first year, I got dropped out. But that doesn't stop me. That doesn't stop me in whatever dreams I want to achieve. That doesn't stop me like what I have to do in my life. And that should not stop you also to do anything in your life. So if you are interested and if you want to build a career related to IT, he's the person. You can connect him, you can Google him. Okay, now there is no excuses. Okay, and stay tuned for the next episode. And if you want to like see a lot of different episode, you can go and search me Ravi Nadar in YouTube, subscribe to my channel, and also click the notification button so that you do not miss out new episode. So every week I come up with a new episode with a new people who are actually impacting, transforming so many lives in India and all over the world as well. Okay, so till next time, take care. Bye bye.